When are they going to revisit that universe?
The Unbreakable universe? I would like to see that, actually.
There were so many other potential heroes in the Unbreakaverse that they never really touched on.
Were there?
Well,
there's basically only two.
One was invincible
and unbreakable.
Yeah, one was invincible and one was not invincible.
According to the rules of the world, there could have been many other heroes that just happened to...
You know what the kids call me?
Yeah.
That's not...
They call me Mr. Glass!
That's not what he sounds like.
He loved comic books. Twist.
Anyways, have you guys seen that new Shyamalan movie?
Look at you rocking out in that car!
Okay.
All right, stunt race.
What do you do?
Stunt race.
Race on these tubes. This is a pretty good mix, so... I don't know if you guys have been able to tell. Stunt races are getting a little predictable.
That's your opinion.
Tube sections, there's loop-de-loop sections, there's corkscrews, there's turnabouts. This map has a pretty good mix of everything. It's just a good...
It's still the freshest
That's
GTA.
a good-
When everybody starts a GTA race, they floor it. And then there's invariably a turn where everybody's flooring it. And then the first turn, everybody just drives straight forward as fast as they can.
Right.
They run into anything that gets in front
I
of them.
think you just call it
including turning
sperming it.
cars. Sperming it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looked like when you were trying to be born.
Or maybe it's like the sperm turn?
Oh,
yeah.
that's a really tough
Oh,
barrel.
sperm turn. I like that.
Do you guys ever think about that? That
like the dolly shot?
Since you were the sperm that won, you had the most motivation out of millions of other sperm.
No, motivation nothing. It's all fucking chaos.
Shouldn't that...
Think about in GTA, when you're all packed up in a hole, it's not that the best driver gets through, it's just whoever happens to smash their way in.
No.
So what about all the other sperms?
We already went over this. I'm the perfect
they
man
could've
and I
been-
have no defects.
Well, think about it. The sperm behind you could have possibly been a better swimmer. They just got a later start.
Yeah.
And they were swimming so hard, so fast, but they pushed you ahead and you went, there I go. Think about it every time
And
you
here
jack
you are.
off into a cup.
I'm just making dick jokes and, yeah, talking
Why
about...
are you doing it into a cup?
What? What do you do?
Only I've ever done that.
Why is everyone stopped here? God damn it!
7-Eleven. It's good because it's got a wide mouth, so you don't,
Now
you
you're
don't run
the
the risk
sperm.
of missing.
James, I was
You had to hit that ramp on the side, so you flip. That you wouldn't know that in there.
I know, we know
guess.
how ramps work. We've done stunt races before.
All right, fuck me then. It's not like you just dicked it up. There you go.
Wow, Lawrence is smug this time.
I know, jeez.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
He's like, I raced this with non-collision
We're
for
gonna see-
4 hours the other day all alone,
we're gonna
and
see what
I made
happens
it first try.
when Lawrence races this, we'll see if you do better than. Oh well, that wasn't your fault. That was the sperm.
Yeah, that was your older brother.
These guys are gonna fuck me.
Younger.
These guys are all shit. He hasn't even straightened up.
Just let
Look,
them
he
go.
doesn't even know where the fuck he's
There
going.
he goes.
Look at everybody's doing it.
Oh, they all hit
Just
the
like
ramp.
sperm.
Stupid though. They fucked you up again.
Fuck it. All you have to do is just drive straight. It's not hard.
It is though.
It keeps you on the fucking track, you idiots.
Whoa.
Oh, that guy just ran into.
Those
That
are
was-
our, well, used to be fans.
That was James when he was a sperm. He was shouting at the other sperm.
The egg's right there.
Stop being stupid.
Okay, so, I started a text document on my phone called Mind Freaks, where I write down some mind freaks that I have.
This is a real thing, by the way. He's not joking.
Absolutely. That one says Mind Freak, and there's a number after it, because that was actually my hotel room, and I didn't want to forget it if I ever got drunk and didn't know how to get back. These are intentionally stupid, so don't leave your comment.
All right, Lawrence's mind freaks.
Here we go.
coming
Here's a Mind Freak. I just got a new
All
one.
right.
I got one here. I'm gonna save that one.
Hold on. So is this the intro to your bit?
No, this. Well, sort of. I guess I.
Okay,
did.
I'll go. Mind freak.
There it is.
Eggs are like single-celled organisms, right? And sperm are, they have their own genetic code and they just live in their life, but they don't understand that they're part of a larger machine, you know? It's like when 1 million sperms are part of a body or like a single-celled organism. What if we're all, as individuals, part of an organism that's much larger than us that we can't comprehend, but maybe there's a dimension of sentience or living.
You're describing the plot of Osmosis Jones.
Mind freak.
You also sound like you're high, but you're not.
That's the thing, that's part of the Mind Freak.
Oh.
So Mind Freak, what if, you know that phrase, the customer's always right?
Nice.
Mind Freak. So people typically interpret that to mean that in a retail setting, whatever the customer asks for, they should get. What I thought about when I was freaking my own mind, as I do a lot of.
Mind freak.
Can we go back to talk
Yes.
about Shyamalan?
I want to talk about sperm again.
Were, Bruce.
You know the worst part about us being on YouTube and then people watching our content is that Lawrence thinks they care about his theories about sperm.
That's why he writes them down, so that
Yeah.
way he can share them to all the people.
When the time is right, Bruce. So how long do you think it would take to teach a single-celled organism what a human body or a human life is?
Mind freak.
Because that's about how long it would take us to like understand whatever, if there is, another level of existence to our reality.
Every time.
Give me that.
I got it.
Oh, I don't trust you.
The hit replay?
Well,
You think they'll renew Mind Freak for a season 2?
Is it off
What?
the air?
With
no,
a-
it's
I think
currently
it's
running
still
in Vegas,
going.
Brad.
That's not a television
a show.
Do you think they'll renew it with Lawrence
Heads-
as the Mind Freak?
when my mind got freaked in the flesh by Chris Angel.
Yeah.
There was a part in his party where
called
he was
sexual
like,
assault.
he's like, hold on, we got to take things down for a bit, guys. There's bad shit out there in the world, and it's really sad.
Yeah.
And then they like wheel out a bunch of sick kids in wheelchairs, and it like plays this sad music while he's doing magic, and he's like, but we gotta grab life while we can, so let's party! And then like lasers start shooting off everywhere, and he's like doing more extreme magic.
What about the kids?
And I'm just sitting there with my heart broken because they just showed this like montage of all these kids crying because they're about to die. He actually like has some foundation that helps sick kids or some shit.
Well, of course he does, because he had a sick kid.
He didn't say that though. He just brought out a bunch of sick kids and then started dropping a VG.
He's a showman.
Yeah, I was gonna say he assumes you know.
I thought it was the most
Oh, I didn't
Vegas
do.
thing. I thought that I'd finally seen somebody exploit sick kids and then started playing like club music.
Oh boy, Adam.
Adam,
just-
you're gonna hit that first checkpoint. You're gonna get there.
Yeah, they'll get me there.
Oh boy.
Is that
Thank
a
you.
sperm in it?
Did anyone watch Look Who's Talking when they were a kid and wonder how they got all that footage?
I was
little bit.
waiting for a moment to bring that up.
Doctors already
so
had that
well lit.
footage, guys.
Not the footage
But what
of the
camera?
magical egg.
Yeah, they already had that footage. Doctors filmed that every time there's a baby born. You
Guys,
know
it's
that?
not real.
You know that when your dad came inside your mom, they filmed it.
That
And now it's stock footage somewhere. Have you guys ever thought about if they filmed Look Who's Talking now, if they rebooted it, we'd have way better camera technology so that we could show the insertion
Yeah,
over and over and over.
you're right. There you go.
Yeah,
Adam.
someone hit me so
Why are you in
fast.
first person?
the real technique is to do micro nudges. That's what I call them.
Mind free. Oh, you got it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
it, Adam.
You got a clear runway. Let's do it. Hup.
Nice.
Good job. Into the corkscrew.
You gotta get in.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
part's
yeah.
tough.
Telling you, micro nudge. You macro nudged.
Free mind.
I
Yeah.
think you want to be on the
Sperm
high
weird.
side of the track and then tap it.
Oh,
So
man.
that way you start to come down.
You're
and
right,
Then
go
you're
first
falling
person.
into the. Oh boy.
Man, everything
There
about
it is. It's just like a regular road. And we're off to see the wizard.
This is a partial mind freak. I want you guys to channel your inner feminine sides.
Mind free.
Mind freak. If we were women, we would want the tightest, like, cutest, plumpest vaginas.
Speak for yourself.
Plumpest.
Plump.
Yeah, just just a little. So
man,
after 30 years of just shoving whatever you can find in there, would you be up for any kind of rejuvenation / reconstructive surgery?
You're talking about the honeymoon stitch, and yes, I would be up for that.
I think I would too.
I won.
So there was a time in my life when I loved Jesus a lot. I swore that I would never resort to science to fix what God gave me, my
Yeah.
body,
You mean your penis?
my
Wait,
penis.
did you wear glasses?
Yes, which was actually the first moment. I was like, wait a minute, there's a conflict here.
But didn't God technically give you science?
That's a good question, Adam.
Okay.
Why
Sorry.
Why did God? Oh, my freak. Why did God give mankind the logic to defy Him if He only wanted
You're gonna
obedience?
blow your mind. You're gonna mind freak it right now.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
God doesn't exist.
Oh, you've been mind freaked again.
Mind freak.
God right now is watching this going,
I'm gonna have the
shit.
tightest.
God just
He
got
just
mind
got
freaked.
mind freaked. Chris
all-
Angel comes out with a kid in a wheelchair. He goes, "Hey!" Laser.
Wait a minute. Do I exist?
There is no God, and I want to have the tightest vagina in the world. I don't want to fit anything in there.
Kids, if you're listening to Funhaus right now, don't follow any of their advice.
Nope.
Don't take anything we say literally.
No.
Except for that Lawrence wants the honeymoon stitch.
And also, Scientology is the true and only answer.
If I want to spray my materials all over the place, not worry about it.
Sure.
Vasectomy is really the only way to do it, right?
I don't. Even then, vasectomies can be reversed inside the body.
Like you're just chilling and then just snaps back together.
Yeah,
The
that's-
body heals.
That's a possibility.
You just got to make sure you pin the
Yeah.
two tubes really far apart.
Well, because they use those little hairpins, and if they move, I mean,
It's like a lottery.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
gotta-
It's the same thing you put when you're trying not to sneeze.
I think I just came up with a new hustle, and I want your guys' read on if it would work. So I get a vasectomy.
Yep.
And then I say, sorry, the pins will fall off. I don't think I can do anything. You'll just have to do all the work. Just sitting there and letting whatever happen to me.
Just let him talk.
That's my excuse to not try hard in the bedroom. So I just say, hey,
What?
the
Do
pins
you-
might fall
wait.
off. I might get you pregnant. I'm doing it for you.
Oh, I see. Because if you like jiggle the body so much
right,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they
So,
might connect.
I can't be on top. I couldn't possibly.
I would like to see what Lawrence's testicles look like, where you see like two prongs, little wooden prongs pushing out the scrotum
Right.
in different areas. where
as
the
he's on his
doctor
phone
just
watching
pinned him.
porn.
Isn't that a thing?
Cock rings.
I was gonna not cock rings, but
I'm
like,
always confused by that.
Prince Albert,
That's the piercing, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cock
widening your
rings.
urine hole, jamming a hanger in it.
I just sneeze.
Yeah.
Try that next time you're making love to a
Oh.
beautiful woman. Put your
love.
penis inside her, then sneeze.
Yeah.
What happens if you tie something around a dude's dick tight enough that he can't come, but his body tries to?
That's not how it works.
That's
but go
called
on.
tantric. That's what Sting does.
No.
Not anymore.
no.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. I mean, you physically.
He's in his brain. he gets the chemical thing, but then he doesn't lose any of his oils.
His oils, his sting oils.
Yeah, it's venom they call it.
Yeah. That would be such a liberating time in a relationship, though, when
Tantric.
either through medical means or menopause or whatever, like having a child is just not on the table anymore. So you can just fuck however, whenever, wherever you want.
I think at that point you kind of lose interest in sex, though.
Yeah, you're old.
See, that's the problem.
No, that's not true. Old people fuck more than anyone.
There's
No,
a magic.
they don't.
There's a
They
magic
do.
decade in there.
You're just telling that to yourself so that when
No,
you get old,
look it up. Stats of STDs in old people are way higher than young
fuck
people.
yeah, man.
that's because they don't use condoms. They're lazy.
Yeah, and they're fucking all the time.
Old people are
have to
stupid and lazy.
Old folks' homes are the
2 times
the
now.
cheapest brothels
Hate
on the
old people.
planet. That's why men always break up with their old wives and then they marry young.
Because then they can
It's
fuck.
because men
so their
can't
vaginas
come
burn
unless
out.
they think there's a chance they're going to get a woman pregnant.
Vagina burns out.
Every time you think he blames on the woman.
Well, that's why we have vaginal rejuvenation. And no, I was talking about vasectomies.
Who are you
so-
talking to right now, Lawrence? He's arguing with himself.
See, but even the vasectomy we've already previously established in this very good conversation that it can repair itself. So whether or not you think you're safe, you aren't necessarily safe, and that's the thrill that keeps a manhood turgid.
The lady gets the vaginal rejuvenation.
Right.
She should.
Chase.
The dude sits there and says, I can't move around too much,
Yeah,
otherwise these clips
good.
are going to pop off.
I like
Right.
this. This
Whoa,
is
boy.
Utopia. Lawrence,
When the light goes off,
Lawrence
you
is the
take her into
man
the doctor.
never has to move from the bed. He just does a hard on all day.
Well, he can't because he twisted his ankle.
Yeah, when I was 15.
Do you think if Sting doesn't come when he's having sex, that instead it comes out in other times during the day?
Yeah, it dribbles out like during the night.
You talking about the wrestler or the sword?
Why hasn't anyone else talked about... No one else has captivated America quite like Sting and his tantric sex.
This is it.
Couldn't make it.
All right, so just get on that line, then you got a little control.
First try.
First try.
Right here.
Whoa, why didn't you get in the line?
First try. Oh. 12th place. It's okay. Not so bad. 13th.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
I gotta do.
Oh,
Not so bad.
There you go,
that is-
first person.
That's it.
Now that lines you up.
Can't see a thing.
Oh.
Oh, nice.